Good morning. It's the morning after the night. Do you want to hit play? I believe I can see you in my closet. Thank you. I fell asleep around 6:30. It's 10, in the morning because I gotta leave at 10:30. Gotta get at school 11. So, well, I fell asleep with my lights on. I couldn't find the want to turn off some of these things. And it reminded me that whenever I was a kid, I kind of always slept with the lights on. Or growing up, I never slept in my own bedroom because I was scared. Because, I always had to sleep in the living room on the couch. It didn't matter if anybody was with me. Actually, I always slept with the dog. But, I always have felt something fucking watching me. And still just as powerful right now as it was last night. Just a little bit. It's just crazy. But that's my day, and I'm gonna probably wash my eyes, rinse my eyes with water because my eyes are very itchy. I mean, I did get 3 hours of sleep, right? So yeah, and my body is sore from shaking and exerting energy. Actually, I expected myself to be a little more sore, but it just happened a few hours ago. Let me not say that. I'm just looking out for myself. I understand these things can be extremely draining, but this is my day today, and I might do a little day in the life because there's some things I need to get done, and I might as well take y'all with me if y'all would come with me. But nothing more happened, just feeling. And I didn't see a face. I saw a face a little bit this morning. It's a little less clear now, but it still feels as powerful. I feel like he watched me pee. I saw the buzzing kind of gray, white, black energy. It's not, I don't know. It's not static. And sometimes, and not sometimes, the past couple of nights, the face has been just how I genuinely see it. It's not like a flesh face. It's like cream and red. It's kind of like whenever I'm looking at this being, there might be a white outline that is faint in the world with a hollow dark silhouette that might change. It's a little staticky, but it's not up front. But the face is also kind of staticking, kind of red patchy places and cream patchy places. So I wasn't able to make out eyes or anything. It was just forming. But I've never felt something like this before. I mean, I had to say good morning. You know, and it's crazy. I would feel crazy right now. I fucking feel you standing at my feet, bro. I feel you. But now you're so warm. What's up? Okay, but I was going to say something, but I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm gonna start my day because I've gotta get dressed. He definitely watched me pee. Okay. Yes, I'm sleepy. Fucking watch me pee. Itsy-bitsy.Mitzey. Oh, my brain's tired. I don't want to have any fun today. Just kidding, I can't help myself. I'm a little tired. Understandable. I know I've said in the past that it feels like an ancestor. This doesn't. Gosh. I just feel like I'm seeing things so clearly, but just not. And I'm so tired. But where does that sentence get me anymore? Can't blame nothing on nothing. Just gotta. Hey guys. I'm back from school. And obviously, you know, I'm feeling a lot of emotions that they just won't go away no matter how deep I can breathe and try to help it go away. But, you know, I went to school, all was well, fun. Then I went and I went in the music room because I'm a music major, so I just was practicing piano and stuff, and writing songs, and just obviously, or trying to write songs because obviously I'm feeling so much, and or just practice piano because I have piano school, I have piano class one-on-one that has to make sure I'm exceeding the piano proficiency every semester. And whenever I was leaving, after feeling all that emotion, I just felt just there. Just felt him there. I don't even feel him now, but I just felt him there. I wasn't in the energetic mood to explain, but whenever I was in that piano room and the upstairs, it's cream colored, those school lights, it's just blaring down, and there's a long hallway and then just little rooms with pianos in it, and there's an elevator at the end of the hallway, and whenever I was at the elevator, I felt something behind me, and I looked behind me, and I saw him standing there clear as day. And that was very impactful for me because it made me realize it doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter where it's me. Also, later in that week, I was hanging out with my friends. And whenever I was in the car, we were chilling in the music parking lot. I had a friend in the driver's seat, I was in the passenger seat, there was 2 people in the back, and him sitting in the middle. And I was like, what the heck? What the heck? So we drove down the street to go to McDonald's so I could pee. As one does. Whenever I was inside, I called my mom to tell her that I wasn't coming home and that I was going to spend the night with my friend because I unleashed all the lore to my mom. telling her, because she knows I've told her this my whole life, but I never told her, because obviously I don't want my parents to think I'm crazy. Also, because what are they gonna do about it? How do they know? They just think that I'm a 12-year-old that's having weird experiences. And especially because I was in and out of doctors a lot too, because I needed to get medicated, but the medication did not help. Duh, because it's very active. It's not a fucking in my head. It fucks with my head, but it's here. Anyways, I told my mom, and she believed me because she's been hearing me say these things my whole life. And it's so strange to watch back at these videos because I don't even remember these day to day. Like, me remembering that as a child, I slept with the lights on and I wasn't able to sleep in my own room by myself ever. Actually, like, I never slept in my room ever. That is so interesting. Anyways, but I was in the McDonald's, I went pee, and then I ran out to the car and I saw him standing in the parking lot as we drove away. And then we were in the music parking lot, and then like 5 or 7 minutes later, I felt him drift back into the car. Right, lore. Okay, now hear about how I got pulled over. Because I was sleep deprived and trying to get home, and yeah, I was fucking scared because I am on the fritz all the fucking time because my brain is trying to understand when there's nothing to understand. You just gotta do, because you're gonna drive yourself crazy. And I'm at a different point now than I was then. Like, I'm so chill about everything. Yeah, some things are weird, and yeah, I see things, but like, it's so much easier now. Not really. Y'all will see more. Because these videos have been piling up. I've been recording day-to-day stuff and chatting, and I'm just trying to get everything organized into separate videos. But here's my 2 cents. Now hear about how I got fucking pulled over as I was trying to come home from school. And and I had my second class, and that was fun. I'm just having a lot of body pains. Like, I feel like I'm just like having a constant anxiety attack all the time. Yeah, and I was on my way home, and I thought this bridge, because it was a wide road, that's how they get you, because it was a wide highway and a bridge, and I always thought it was 50, and I've driven down there many, 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 many times, but it's 35, so they got me for speeding, and it's just weird, you know, it's just like all this stuff is happening at this time. It just, you know, that's just how life is. Like, things just hit you all at once. It just makes you feel like, dang, like, I'm meant to do so much greater things. That's really just the stuff that this, like, I feel like, I'm not gonna say anymore. But I got a speeding ticket, and it's just dumb. And then after, I got back in my car, and I started driving home. It was like, you know, I was driving for like 10 minutes, and I started speeding again, kind of. And then my dashboard, the 50s, lit up white. And then I slowed down. I only sped up 5 miles. But there was a cop 30 feet ahead. Sorry, my nose, I feel like there's like dust in it or something. But I don't know, it was just weird. But it was because I was switching lanes, so I started going like 54, and then that's whenever my thing started lighting up, and I just broke because it caught my attention. I was like, what the heck is happening? Is my car circuiting? I looked up. whenever, I slowed down because I was like, what the fuck? I looked up at the road, I saw the 50 sign. And that's whenever I just kept driving. And that's whenever I saw the cop. And I was like, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm just telling you about my day. I mean, it's just a lot of emotion for me. Because emotions are everything. I don't know. I feel so, like, different right now for how I feel. I feel like I've never felt the way I have felt now. Like, I have, but never like this, because this is after I've been broken down and aware and become more aware of my cycles that makes me trip up on myself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I've felt this intensity before, but I was just not aware of emotion, like the way that things are tied to emotion, maybe. You know what? I'm trying to say, I just feel like it means so much more now that it's all repeating, and I'm like, damn, maybe I am. Maybe I, have cycles, because that's what this sounds like, kind of. Like, why? No, but that's life. Life is a roller coaster. Nothing's wrong with you. I'm just feeling a lot of emotions right now. It just feels a lot different because I feel like I'm more aware of my cycles and just more aware of my emotions. And that in itself feels like it beats me down. I let it. And then I let it more because I don't like that I'm letting it. Yeah. But yeah, that's my little spiel. But yeah, I got a speeding ticket. And I just wanted to go home. Like, now I'm home. I just tried to call my friend and let her know, like, that I had the tea. Because, like, it's not just this paranormal experience and the speeding ticket and my light thing and feeling like I'm being watched all the time. And, I mean, goddamn, even in my car. That meaning that I always feel him in my passenger seat or sitting in the back seat. Sometimes you don't sit in the front seat. Sometimes I feel like it's a woman sitting in my back seat. And I feel like I'm making it up. I don't know. Let me stop talking about this. I need to do my day. I could totally talk about all this another time, but I feel like I'm connecting the dots right now in places that I didn't think existed because I thought that I might have just had imaginary friends and that I never grew out of it. And I'm confused and I have to do laundry. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's so much more than just this. Like, I know there's so much more coming to me. Like, I can feel the fire in my bones. I said earlier I didn't know what to do with the energy. I started speeding. I got the ticket. Because I'm erratic right now. Because I'm lacking sleep. And always crying. And not doing laundry. I tried to play music again, and because I feel power. I feel it in my eyes, like I just feel it outside executing out my eyeballs, like I just feel power. And I feel like I can see light. An energy, but nothing. But I don't think, because I'm like, what is this supposed to mean? But I don't think it means anything. And I think that in itself means something. It does to me, at least. that it doesn't mean a thing. It makes me feel like it is unlocking a new possibility, an perspective of my life in my brain from this possibly not meaning anything and just this person messing with me, and that meaning something in itself. You know, it's really hard to feel like things in your life don't mean anything, especially because if I execute enough energy, if I talk to it enough, I can hear footsteps. I can feel the vibrations through the floor. I'm talking about so much. I'm just yapping. I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna do what I need to do because nothing's happening, but I can feel it. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. We're getting like this again. Alright, we're gonna do what we need to do, then we're gonna fucking go wherever. So I got home from my day and I was at cheer, and I realized while I was standing in the arena I wasn't expecting to hear anything. Damn, it's just so powerful. Okay, realized while I was standing in the arena that this morning wasn't the first time I saw his face. It was a few practices ago, and whenever I was a kid, in the cafeteria that I was in my elementary school, there were these dark squares on this white wall, and whenever you would look in between one point of each square, it would look like there would be dots on all other wherever, and an optical illusion. And that's kind of what it was. A few weeks ago, I saw a fleshy face. And I realized that tonight, being at cheer, whenever I was in the arena again, I realized that I had seen his face before, and I thought it was weird, and that his face, I was looking at his face, and then it would pop up everywhere else or something in the corner of my eye, and then there was a light twitching. I don't know if that means anything, but whenever I'd pay attention to it, it'd stop. In the arena. This is what I wanted to share. That this morning was not the first time. I don't know how to do this. Crazy. Stop. And making that connection with kind of how I was this morning, whenever I was just I felt like I could see his face everywhere, and that I would look at one point. There would be some times that I would look and it would stay. And just now, I saw a perfect silhouette of a man in my doorway. But it's so hard not to make yourself think that it's just imagination. What if this is just some guy hacker on my laptop and he was just trying to play with me? This is crazy. And the things that I feel, I don't even know if I'm feeling them. I feel like I might be being told what to feel, and I don't know what's mine and what's not. That's what I'm feeling right now. And I feel like, and I don't know what's, just a trash thought of mine and what's something that is like an actual implant, because this is starting to not feel like I've felt this before, kind of. Not like this ever. But whenever I was 14 years old, I swore, actually, whenever I was 13 years old, I swore I was gonna die on my 14th birthday. And I kind of did. And I didn't realize that at the time, but a year later, I kind of did. I realized, at a point whenever I was like, I guess, end of like 14, 15, that like I had really lost myself, and really like that day of my birthday when I did turn 14, I changed. And all the things that I saw whenever I was in middle school, I didn't. There was a lot of things that I felt like were inside of me and that were acting for me. I really did. And just now, I've gone my own way. I really tried to cut that stuff out of my life, and it's really just blasting in my face, quite literally. It's so hard to be engaged in anything. Yeah, but that's my spiel. That's my spiel. But it's just weird how I remembered that I have seen his face before, and it was like the first time, but so much more intense. And the first time, I didn't pay attention to it because obviously it wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't. I don't know, I'm apologizing to you. This is my freaking wall. I just thought, oh, I'm a little. I'm a little C things. I'm a little C right now. And then that happened. I didn't make that connection. I'm just gonna fucking twist it around my words for hours talking about how crazy this is. Just feel like a lot. Yeah, like I'm confused on what's mine and what's not. The reason I say that I feel like some of the thoughts aren't me is because it was mimicking someone's voice. And this has happened before, when, like, right before I've gone to sleep, but right now it's just so powerful. It doesn't matter if I am awake or not. It is just happening all around me every single second. And it feels like my life, like it feels like my whole life. Like I felt this, I've always felt like I was being watched. I feel like I've never been alone, but it's just so intense, and just everything, all the energy is just shooting at me. That's what it feels like. It just feels like the walls are not caved in on me, because I don't feel like I'm being hovered over, but I feel like the world is so small and all the energy. Anyways, I am trying to say that there's been times before I went to bed that it'll, like people's voices would come through, but it would be like off. And it could gradually get kind of perfect and like kind of distorted. And just like, that gut feeling of whenever you just fucking, you get the hairs on your arms standing up whenever you have your human survival instinct. It just reminded me of that like these things, they get like surface level. And I don't know like what I'm doing. Like I don't going to church makes it worse. I know this because I did whenever I was 16. And that doesn't have anything to do with the scratch on the back of my neck with me going to church with my ex. It separated me from these things, some of the things, because some of it's evil. I just know some of it's evil. I mean, if I've seen it real time, like, dude, for some reason, I feel like I'm going crazy, so I'm like having a very hard time being vulnerable on a camera because holy crap, like this is a first impression. Always. And I'm getting off track. But I have gone to church and it felt like I was separated from some of the evil things and that it no longer could I felt like it made things happen in my life. I felt like it made bad things happen in my life because things were angry. You know what? Maybe that's past. Maybe I'm feeding into it. Maybe I'm making it worse. Also, when I was on my way to school today, my music cut out. And I thought it was like my Wi-Fi. I don't know. Like most of the time it's my Wi-Fi, or at least I think. But since this thing happened like this morning, I said, just let me play my damn music. It's cute. Boom. And it starts playing again. I don't know. And the fact that I don't know is fucking naive. It is so obvious that I am holding so much power that I'm not accounting myself to. Like, and I'm getting, like, it's so hard to say that because I feel like this sounds like mania to me. Like, it sounds like I'm trying to be so egotistical and I'm trying to make myself seem like a god or something. So it's like, that's why I don't say it. But, like, holy shit, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just guardian angels and maybe this happens to everybody. Let me freaking know. Just the way that my life works